So this video is going to be a little different than my normal ones. I'm just going to be talking. I don't really do a lot of videos like this, but for this topic, I just feel like it's appropriate. A lot of you probably heard Akira Toriyama recently passed away. He was the creator of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. And as a lot of you know who've watched my channel, I really like the Dragon Ball series. I love it. I grew up on it. I did a lot of videos on my channel playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Xenoverse 2. And it's been so much fun, like, sharing that love with you guys, a lot of you guys who watch me. So after hearing about the passing of Akira Toriyama, I've been thinking about it, and I just wanted to share with you guys some of the thoughts I've been thinking, just about how big of an impact Dragon Ball has had on my life. And I'm hoping maybe some of the things I share you guys can relate to as well. Maybe those of you who haven't even watched anything Dragon Ball related, maybe you'll give it a try. I was trying to remember my first time ever watching Dragon Ball Z, and I don't remember exactly the first time, but I remember how it started. I was a kid. I don't know how old. Whenever it started airing in the US, my dad, he would, like, sometimes my brother and I, we would sleep in the basement. We had a couple couches down there. Sometimes we would just, like, sleep in the basement on the couches. And sometimes in the mornings, my dad would come down, wake us up, or he wouldn't even wake us up. He'd just turn on Dragon Ball Z, and we would wake up, you know, hearing it and stuff. And I don't actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure what it was about the series that got my dad's interest. Somehow he started watching it. He knew that we would like it, and he was right. So it would play, I don't know, maybe Saturday mornings or something. It would play, and we'd watch it. And I don't know, like, at some point, I started understanding what was going on in the story, and then I just had to know what happened. The more I got into it, the more I got hooked. I just loved it so much. But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the thing that killed me is, like, when it first aired in the US, it would stop at a certain point. Like, dude, it would build up so much. It would build up to the point where they were on Namek, and Goku was training. He was flying to Namek, and he just got there, and he was going up against Jason Birder. And I think that's where it cut off, and it would start over from the beginning. And dude, it killed me, because, like, they would show the previews of the next episode, and it just looked so amazing. And then you'd see, you know, Raditz coming back. But the series was so popular, well, you know, bringing it to the US, it just took a while. So they eventually released the new episodes. And at that point, I was in high school, and they would show it, like, after school, but I would have, like, basketball practice or something. So I'd have my dad record it on a VHS tape. And then I was just so excited after basketball practice to, like, watch the episode. I'd watch it, like, multiple times. I think I've shown it in another video, but I used to draw the characters. So I would just go on my computer, Google DBZ, and then look for, like, the coolest picture I could think of to draw, and then I would just look at the screen and then try to draw the characters. Maybe, hey, if I think about it, maybe I'll show some of the pictures. But eventually Dragon Ball Z ended, of course, and then, dude, I was so excited when Dragon Ball Super came out. Like, I actually don't know how many years. It was a lot of years from Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball Super, but I feel like that's just a testament to how great of a series it was. Like, it had been over for years, and people were still watching it. They wanted more. And I think the movie, was it Battle of Gods, the first recent movie? I don't know. I think it broke, like, records or something. But yeah, that was so cool to see. Plus, it was kind of confirmation to me, like, yes, this is good. This is good. The fact that after all these years of, like, no new Dragon Ball Z stuff, they release a new movie and it, like, breaks records. That was awesome to see. And then this was a huge impact in my life. Dragon Ball Xenoverse came out. Guys, this is crazy. So some of you have been with me for a really long time. At the start of my channel, I used to do Minecraft videos. I did Minecraft videos. I think that's all I did. The only game I played for probably the first 3 years of my channel. And then I wanted to venture out. I wanted to try doing variety games. Actually, at that point, like, Minecraft was kind of losing popularity. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to try other stuff. And so I just started doing variety games. I just started playing games I thought looked fun. I saw Dragon Ball Xenoverse was coming out. I recorded and uploaded that video as fast as I possibly could. And at this point, I feel like that my channel was kind of, I don't know. I was doing a lot of videos and nothing was really catching. But Dragon Ball Xenoverse was, it might have been the first game that I ever played on my channel where it just got a lot of views and it just kept growing. And that was so exciting for me because I'm like, I didn't know if people were going to watch it, but there's a lot of Dragon Ball Z fans out there. And this was just, it was huge for me because like I was still trying to make, you know, this channel viable to be, you know, something that can support me. I'm pretty sure Amazing Frog videos started doing well around that time too. I can't remember which one like popped off first, but Dragon Ball Xenoverse, that's one of the main reasons why my channel is where it is today. I know I don't do a lot. I'm planning on doing another Xenoverse video soon, but yeah, guys, it was so much fun to be able to record videos of a Dragon Ball Z game, and so many people enjoyed it. Like, it was amazing. And then I ventured off to watch the Rocky movies. After I would watch a Rocky movie, especially like Rocky 4 with the training cutscenes, like all I wanted to do was just work out, which it just sounds so funny. Like when you think about exercise, I feel like most people, unless you do it a lot, most people are like, I'm not looking forward to this, but it would make it appealing. Dragon Ball Z did that for me like crazy. Seeing the Goku like training scenes, there was something about it. It made working out and exercising appealing, which is like really great. But not only that, it's the perseverance, like the determination, because there's so many moments in the series where people are like backed up against a wall or just facing a difficult time and like pushing through. There's something about that that's like, it's contagious. And I wanted that for my life. I wanted that for my life where there were things that I wanted in my life, and I wanted to just, I like that mentality of never giving up, of just, I'm going to keep trying until I do this. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of the mentality I had for my channel. Like, I'm sure I was watching like Dragon Ball Z episodes and feeling that motivation to keep going with my channel when I would go months with lots of videos that just weren't getting views. And that idea of like, I'm never going to give up. I'm going to keep getting back up. It is, dude, it's motivating. Another thing that I feel like connects with people is it's how they incorporated emotions into the characters' power and strength. I think that's pretty cool. You see it in Dragon Ball Z, you see it for the first time in Gohan. He was so full of emotion, love for his dad, anger at the bad guy, and it just filled him with like an insane amount of power. And then of course Goku going Super Saiyan for the first time. That was him being full of emotion after what happened, and that led to his insane power increase. But I think there's something about that connects with us, because I think our emotions are a huge source of power for us. Like, they motivate us to do what needs to be done. You see someone you care about and someone's, I don't know, being mean to them or something. Your care for them, your compassion, anger at the person who's, I don't know, doing something to me. I don't know. I can't think of like an example, but that's what motivates us to do something. On top of that, like when Goku went Super Saiyan for the first time, I don't know, they were talking about how he could potentially just like lose himself in the rage, but at the same time, he still had control of himself. I think that's cool too. When you think about our emotions, it's good not to be completely controlled by them, We feel them, we feel the emotions fully, and then we have control of our actions. It just motivates us to take the best course of action. I don't know. Am I making sense? Maybe. It makes sense to me. But that's just something for me. That's one of the things that that connects for me with the series. But yeah, I hope I explained that well. But that's one of the things about the series that really resonates for me. Also, just the art style. I love the art style. That's one of the reasons I would try to draw the characters growing up. It just looks so cool. And there's something about this series too, where it's there's a lot of reality, but then there's just a few things that bends reality a little bit, if that makes sense. And it's almost to the point where you're like, ooh, that might be possible. Dude, when you got Gohan teaching Videl how to use energy, you're watching and you're like, wait a minute, that makes sense. That makes sense. I might be able to do that. Not really, but in your head, it's oh, wait, that makes sense. But I think there's something about that too, where it's fantasy. There's things that aren't physically possible, but it almost feels like it's possible. The way they fly or use their energy to create big old Kamehameha waves or something. I don't know. But within the past year or so, I feel like I haven't been consuming as much Dragon Ball content for whatever reason. And I was starting to wonder oh man, I'm getting a little older and I'm thinking maybe I'm not as interested in it. Guys, I popped in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. I'm watching it. I'm getting chills. I'm feeling that inspiration all over again. Guys, I don't think you can outgrow it. When something's this good, it's just good. But yeah, guys, when I heard about what happened, I don't know. It just takes a little while for it to sink in. The guy was an absolute genius. He was an absolute genius, and the things he created impacted so many people's lives in a big way. Definitely my life in a big way. I'd love to hear from you guys if you guys want to share anything, maybe how you first started getting into Dragon Ball, or just what you love about the series, or maybe you're a fan of some of his other stuff. But yeah, I mentioned earlier I want to do another Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 video. It's been a really long time and I've missed so much. And I don't know, I started getting behind and then I just felt like I couldn't catch up. So what I'm thinking right now is maybe I just make a huge video just checking out as much as possible that I've missed. They've added a lot to the story. I think last I left off, Fu was doing a bunch of stuff. So I'd love to jump back in and just, see what's going on. This might be one really long video. Maybe I'll split it up, but I'm planning on doing that. I still get a lot of comments from you guys to do more Xenoverse 2 stuff, and I'm sorry I haven't been doing more, but especially with this news, it's definitely time. But yeah, like I said, this wasn't intended to be a super exciting video or anything. It's kind of a little bit of a heavy topic with what happened. But this man made a really big impact in a lot of people's lives, big impact in my life. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I also want to say thank you to all of you who have watched my Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2 videos, all my Dragon Ball related content. But yeah, like I said at the beginning, I hope what I said can relate with some of you guys. And maybe if you've never given Dragon Ball a try, maybe you will. But most of all, wanted to say a huge thank you to Akira Toriyama for making a series that just had such a huge impact on so many people's lives. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.